Kia ora koutou and welcome to World of Tanks in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. There is no solo mode. It's a game for 2 players, playing time is medium, and it's a pretty simple game. It's World War II, the largest and most devastating war in human history. You are a tank commander in this conflict, leading a squadron of tanks into battle. Can you maneuver your forces into position and deliver a decisive blow to your opponents? The winner of this game is determined by what scenario you are playing. It can be eliminating the other player's tanks or capturing and holding objectives. Asymmetry. Each tank has different abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. Points. Each tank and upgrade has a points cost, and the game has a points limit. Dice. Conflict resolution in this game is decided by dice. Player turn. Before the game begins, you will take turns setting up the terrain and picking which side you will deploy on. The starter box comes with the 4 tanks shown here and is expandable. But in order to show you the full scale of the game, I will be using other models from the same manufacturer. The game is played on a 3-foot square. It comes with a measuring stick. Deploy all your tanks up to 1 length into the field of play. Each player rolls 3 dice for advantage. The winner is the player with the most critical symbols. Advantage means you win ties on this round. Movement is first, with the tanks with the lowest initiative moving first. A tank moves by placing the measuring stick against the tank, and then replacing the tank so it is touching the stick flat. You can position the tank on any side as long as it's touching. Do this as many times as your tank's mobility score. Place a marker to show how many times you have moved. Next is the shooting phase, and the tanks with the higher initiative shoot first. Tanks can shoot at anything on the board they can see. Woods and buildings block line of sight, so these 2 tanks cannot see each other. Woods, hills, walls, and buildings provide cover, and this tank is in the open. This Cromwell fires first. It has 4 firepower, so rolls 4 dice, getting a critical and 2 hits. The PZ4 has 1 survivability, so it gets 1 defense die. Both tanks move 2, therefore the defender gets 4 more defense dice. Finally, it loses 1 for being shot on the side. If it was in cover, it would gain 1 more. Defense dice cancel attacks. On a critical, the defender chooses what is cancelled. The second tank fires, but it is stationary, so it gets to re-roll all attack dice, getting 2 crits and 2 hits. The attack is at close range, so the defender loses 1 defense die. With only 2 defense die, they take 1 more damage and a critical. This does a total of 4 damage to the tank and it is destroyed. Some critical damage can be repaired at the end of each round. Keep playing until 1 player wins the scenario. Why would you like this game? World of Tanks is unlike most World War II miniature games. It's fast to play and easy to learn. The system itself is interesting and its focus on mobility for survival is intriguing. We only played it with medium tanks, and I'm interested to see how the different tank classes and tank destroyers shake it up. The critical hits add a little bit of uncertainty to taking damage and can force you to change your approach, covering a tank while it repairs. There are tons of upgrades in the game, and this will lead to a lot of plotting and thinking about what makes up the best 200-point list. The best thing about this game is it's a historic miniatures war game that's easy to learn. These are rare. However, while this game is fun enough with the starter tanks, it really shines at the 200-point limit with squads of 5 or so tanks. So if you get into it, be prepared to get more than the starter box. These are the planned releases for the game. And of course, this is a game about a real war, which is a theme that won't appeal to everyone. This game uses the same models used in Flames of War. And if you like the ideas but want sci-fi, try X-Wing. World of Tanks. It's X-Wing, but tanks. If you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, subscribe to the channel, and come support us on Patreon.